Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Erin and we are talking about Slumptober. This is part 2. So if you haven't seen part 1, go ahead and look at that. But this is going to be shorter because since we're getting to the end of Slumptober, we're getting around to going into November, and I don't want November to turn into Nope-vember. So this is my plan, and I suggest a plan be made. I got distracted by the bread panaderia right there, and I was like, "Ooh, I need to get some bread," but I'm late for work, so no, I'm not gonna get any bread. So anyway, how to make sure that Slumptober doesn't turn into Nope-vember? Make a plan. What are you gonna do in November to make yourself, not make yourself, but what are you gonna set up so that you're looking forward to something in November? Something that typically brings you joy. For me, it's usually traveling. I usually get to travel home for the holidays, but I would not like to infect my grandmother. So I'm not going to do that because I don't have time to quarantine before taking her. And there's been a handful of cases on my campus and my parents' campuses. So that's not going to happen. So anyway, the thing that I set up, I decided to just take a random trip to San Antonio. I found a hotel where they have 48 hours between people using the room. Of course, there's probably not that many people traveling at this time. And then we were going to do like a bike tour of all of the missions that are in San Antonio, or we were going to go on a Segway tour of San Antonio. Now, I have been going to San Antonio for the last 25 years. Of my life, at least once a year. So for me, it's not that exciting, but for my son, who's been holed up in his room on online classes and not really been leaving the house, this is going to be a big deal for him. So that's for him. I'm trying to help him with Slumptober, somebody who can't make those types of decisions. The next thing is, for me, November, since I'm going to be stuck inside, I'm actually going to participate in National Novel Writing Month, which is a competition pretty much against yourself, against the clock, to write 50,000 words in the month of November towards a novel or a project that you're working on. It doesn't have to be a novel, but typically it is. It's National Novel Writing Month. But some people do screenplay, some people just write poetry. It's just however your goal is. That's not true. I did, twice, I did hit the 50,000 words, but I hit it on December 1st. And the thing is to hit it by November 30th. And I was just like, that's dishonest if I say I made it. I didn't make it. So, but anyway, and since my planner is empty, each day that is already pre-labeled in my beautiful planner, I'm just going to write on those pages. And if I need more pages, I'll just put paper in pages. So that's one of the things I'm going to do to combat Nope-tober until I can get to Thanksgiving. Because I'm trying to save my days, my days for work, because I usually use all of my days every single year, usually because I'm sick. But I'm not doing that this year. If I'm not sick, I'm going to work. But if I'm mentally ill that day, not mentally ill, but if I have to take a mental health day, I'm gonna do it. But since there's a holiday coming up, I'm okay. Anyway, so something that you're gonna look forward to, set something up, even if it's just you make a staycation, you find a clean hotel in your city or in a nearby city where they're doing things like the one that I found it on Expedia, and they said it's 48 hours between people that use that room. So I got a pretty okay room. I was gonna splurge and be like, let's be on the river walk, and so I can wave to the boats passing by on the river in San Antonio. Okay, I don't know why I said it that way, because it's fun. That's why. But so that's what I'm gonna do. And the other thing is, Christmas is going to be kind of different. So I've picked out things that maybe could replace a little bit the joy of traveling. I don't know. I've decided I wanted to buy a new camera for the recording that I'm definitely been doing in my car. But I'd like to buy one for at home. I do plan on visiting the national parks. I do plan on going to New Orleans. I have this book that from the 70s that talks about the different restaurants and spots that you can go to. So I'm going to try to go through and see which restaurants are still there, you know, what food is there. I just think that would be a fun project. So maybe the year 2021, I'll just spend the weekends in New Orleans, or every once a month go to New Orleans and see if that book is still valid. Especially since that was before multiple hurricanes, especially before Katrina. So it'd be interesting to see what's still there and where people have moved and things like that. But it might be a little depressing, because I do feel like the French Quarter has lost some of its, I don't know, some of its spark since after Katrina. I'm not from New Orleans, I'm from Louisiana, so my family and I, we used to go to New Orleans a lot. We would go, my parents went to Southern University. Whoop, Jaguars, okay, let's go Jags. And we would go to the Bayou Classic against the Grambling Tigers every year. So we were in New Orleans yearly, if not twice a year. It's a good vacation spot, even for families. I know people are like, you take your family, and I'm like, yeah, you just, you know, you take your family and then you go back to the hotel by 10 o'clock, because after 10 o'clock, that's for the adults, okay? But anyway, so set up something that you're going to look forward to. Set up, you know, just a series of things. If you are really, truly stuck inside, like you're in a part of the world that the outbreaks are really keeping you in, here where I live, I'm able to social distance to a degree by going places at times where there normally are not people. So like I do my shopping online, and if I have to go into the store, I go when there's nobody in the store really anyway, when it's not packed. But if you're doing that, like think of state parks. You know, there's state parks where you can rent a canoe, or you can paddleboard, or you can just walk the trails or something like that. If you're more of an inside person, I would suggest doing there's virtual tours of different places that you can take. And I'm not just talking like Google Earth, like that's what I do with my students. But I'm talking about like actual places that you purchase a virtual tour, and then they take you on things, and you can like tap things and, you know, and experience that. Those are things that are probably not going to be as available globally after the pandemic is over. I know that there's several museums in like Europe that I would do. Oh, there was an app that you used to be able to just tune in to people that were live streaming on their daily life. I forgot what it was called, but it was connected to Twitter. I don't know if it still does that, but I remember I had tuned in to this couple. They were taking a walk in France, and I had tuned in, and they were like, oh hey, like they knew me, they don't know me, and they were like, hi, who are you, where are you from? And I was like, oh, I'm from Houston, from Southwest Houston, Texas. And they were like, wait, somebody else was just from Southwest Houston, do you know this person? I was like, oh yeah, that's my best friend's husband, you know, like they were like, that's crazy. So, you know, there's stuff that you can do, you know, find those things to do, because it's really gloomy outside. Now I like gloomy outside days. It's cool, it's kind of that sprinkly rain, and I'm just like, all right, tonight I'm gonna drink tea and everybody's gonna leave me alone so I can drink tea and enjoy this weather. I'm probably not gonna open the window. Well, I might open the window. I don't know. Haven't decided how that's gonna work, but I'm excited. This is, you know, this is stuff that gets me out of Slumptober. So what's your plan? Like, let me know. What are you gonna do to help, you know, what are you gonna set up to get out of Slumptober? Because we can't stay in Slumptober forever, and the goal is not to end up in Nope-vember. Like, we're just not going to do that. You know, say it with me. We are not doing Nope-vember. It's gonna be November. It's gonna have as much as we can put in it without being hindered by the pandemic, okay? So, all right, so this is Slumptober part 2. I keep forgetting to tell people to follow me on Instagram. I'll put my Instagram, I don't know, somewhere. But it's E sharp music, like the letter E and then sharp, like, you know, you play music, E sharp, which doesn't exist. If you're a musician, you'll catch that that's not a thing. I mean, it does, but it's not. And then music, like I sing music. You've seen my videos of me belting random stuff in the car. And I'm probably going to do that again soon, if we could just get across these tracks. Also, you could watch my road rage video, which I will link below. And also, I have pockets today. Just an update. I do have pockets today. I decided to buy men's jeans. I bought men's jeans in the boot cut, and nobody can tell I have men's jeans on until I say it has pockets. And I put my hands in my pockets, and my hands go all the way down to my knees. How is this fair? Okay, it's all right. But you can buy men's jeans. You just got to know what your waist measurement is and how long you want the pants to be. That's literally what happened. And I just got lucky that I found the right size. Anyway, thanks for riding with me today. Follow me on Instagram, like this video, subscribe to my channel. I promise I will go back to making videos in a studio again one day. Who knows? And also, I will be sharing things from my trip to San Antonio this weekend. So look forward to that. And yeah, that's it, I think. Let me stop talking before this ends up being longer than I planned. Oh, wait, look, it already is. Okay, well, thanks for being with me. Until next time.